It is extraordinary to see government policy being now firmly led from the Treasury. What do you make of what the new Chancellor had to say just 45 minutes ago?
Well, it's just an extraordinary situation, as you say, which is going to divide the Conservative Party, but also divide the electorate. The Conservatives were elected to be fiscally responsible. They've now done a complete U-turn on what a lot of people would have hoped was a lower tax, lower regulatory government, which was what Brexit promised us. And now they're going back to the global groupthink of high tax, high spend, and that really isn't what the Conservatives were elected for. So it's going to be a real dichotomy. And also, of course, Liz Truss won amongst the membership because she was announcing on those particular subjects. So that's gone into reverse. It will be very interesting to see how people respond within the Conservative Party.
And indeed, how the people around the Conservative Party interact with that party. As former treasurer of the party, you will have been schmoozing businesses, schmoozing donors, trying to attract people to donate, frankly, to the party to keep it going.
Well, that was a long time ago. I think that was a long time ago. I think it's more relevant to talk about when I was a minister, when I was trying to persuade businesses to relocate to the United Kingdom, and with George Osborne, we came across. We decided a reduction to demonstrate a reduction in corporation tax. So giving businesses a far sight as to what corporation tax they were paying, and as a result, businesses repatriated, particularly in the insurance market, from the States, from Bermuda, from Ireland, back into the United Kingdom. Now, all those who are in business, and I'm in business myself and have been all my life, except for when I was in government, obviously. We're now thinking, well, 25% corporation tax, 45% high rate taxation, a very significant national insurance tax.
Yes.
Is our future going to be in investing in our businesses where we have to pay these very high cost of running a business, or is it going to be investing outside the United Kingdom? And that will be what will happen in every business I speak to at the moment. That's their thought process.
That is a really profound point, of course,
reverse in the country's fortunes.
There is a reason why Liz Truss kept talking about the 70-year high tax burden of this country during her leadership contest. There's a reason why Conservative members overwhelmingly backed her to become Prime Minister, to reduce that. And of course, when your time as a business minister, I remember the Conservative Party putting out not only messages amongst the business community, but frankly, adverts to the electorate saying, look, we brought down corporation tax and the receipts went up. We got more money because we reduced this tax. How on earth have we gone through the looking glass now to precisely the opposite state of affairs?
Well, I can't disagree with you at all. I mean, I'm thinking what you're thinking, as they say, and that is the problem the country is going to face. I've said on your programme before that what people are looking for is the Brexit dividend. That this country has got to be 10% more competitive than Europe and the United States in particular, in terms of tax and in terms of regulation. And I'm afraid we're heading down the route of neither. Understandably, taxes have had to go up because of the terrible shocks the system has had. But I feel very sorry for Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng. They set out their stall. They've been let down by the Bank of England. They've been let down by the pension industry, who were allowed, under Gordon Brown it was, I think, who encouraged the pension industry to move from equities to bonds, and because the returns on bonds were so low, the yield on bonds, they had to arbitrage in order to get a decent return. This has now come home to roost. The Bank of England had to inject money into the system in order to prevent it. And then, of course, we've had the issue of the Bank of England being behind the curve in terms of interest rates, allowing inflation to run away before they put the brakes on it earlier than they have done now. And so the country is suffering from inadequate fiscal management by the non-government entities. And I feel sorry for them in that regard. And the groupthink that the Western world has won the battle against reform of tax and spend. And this is going to be a very interesting time.